Testing. Testing. All right, everyone. Hello, everyone. As we are here, hello out there. We are on the air. It is hockey night tonight. As here on the Old City Sports Network YouTube channel, um, my own YouTube channel, and others, we are bringing you a live stream of the Hershey Bears versus the Rochester Americans here tonight. It is about 10 minutes from puck drop. My name is Richard Blosser, host of the Grit and Bear It podcast, and I am doing this live stream tonight for two reasons. First off, I'm a sicko, and secondly, these weeknight games are the only ones I can really do this. So, and it's a game I really want to do. I enjoy Hershey and Rochester. It is one of the oldest rivalries in the entire league. So, I am very much glad that we got it. Let's see here. Okay. All right. All right. Fair enough. So I've got people here from I got from the Old City Sports Network YouTube channel, and you can interact with me all throughout the game long. Especially, you might see me lose my mind because so far I am 0-2 in these live streams so far. So anybody that's here so far, before you do, make sure you give a like to the video. Just give a like down there in the comments. It costs you nothing. Doesn't cost me anything either. So don't mind me while I'm going to get some of the social setup as we get underway. We've still got about 10 minutes away from puck drop, as the Hershey Bears are up in Rochester, New York, where it is actually colder than here. A good amount of Bears fans are already up there as well. So it is this is definitely one of those where at the beginning of the year, me and my hockey friends definitely looked at the calendar and said, yeah, this is a game I would want to go to. Rochester is definitely one of the ones I'd like to go to. Definitely. And I know. Let's see, Sports Network's trouble with it. I can't really do anything about it. It's for a while, blah, blah, whatever. Whatever, just don't mind me for a moment. Again, I'm taking care of social stuff to make sure we get Bears fans in on this. Again, it's early. It's really early. It's really early, as tonight Hershey and Rochester go at it, as Rochester, the Americans are the Rochester Americans are the affiliate of your Buffalo Sabres, who have been on an absolute tear as of lately. 19 wins out of their last 28. I mean, the Buffalo Sabres are in a playoff spot right now. What a time to be alive. But the Bears themselves, heading into this weekend, are on a 10-game point streak. The Bears are. The only problem is that they're 4-0, 4-2 in that stand. And so they've gotten 6 loser points and only 2 points in it. Normally, when you see point streaks like this, a team goes 11, 1, and 1 on a 13-game winning streak, and there's a lot of regular wins in that. But there hasn't been a lot of regular wins. It's just been loser points. So we will We will see. We will see with this team tonight if they can break that. I have always been a firm believer in winning the weekend, and this is definitely a case where you do and you have to. Already got a good amount of you watching as well. On Twitter, on X, thank you so much. Got people on the YouTube. Please comment and get involved in this, everyone. Please. This is all about you. This is hockey night. It's Wednesday night. It's a school night, but it is Bears hockey as well. So far, the Bears are 1-0 against the Rochester Americans this year, as the Bears took a previous outing 2-1 back at Giants Center on November 9th. And the Bears will play 2 games against the Amerks this weekend, tonight and Friday, and that'll do it for anything in Rochester, playoffs permitting. And then we won't see the Amerks again until the end of the season, as Hershey and Rochester will be the last games of the season for both the Bears and the Amerks, respectively. So I'm not going to get anything on Flow Hockey until like 7:05. So, and also for those of you watching, if you're expecting me to put a screen of the game up here, that's not happening. You are getting my commentary on this, and I'm trying something new with this. Like, I'm trying something new tonight, to where I'm actually going to be listening on the game to my headphones. So I will have Zach Fish in my ear, assuming this goes correctly, fully assuming this goes correct, that this goes well enough that I can hear what's going on and be able to kind of call the game with my own kinetic aesthetic on this. But if any of you Bears fans are watching this, tell me where you're listening from, or just put a "Go Bears" down in the comments. I'm just trying. I gotta check something else. Keep getting a notification from StreamYard that something's up with Facebook. I don't know. So that should hopefully pretty much do it. Just let me take care of something here real quickly. Let me just close the door here. Maybe get a little something else. In this, all right. So just made sure to get some water as well. I made sure to have that as well. Also got soda here as well in case I need it. So just waiting for the game to get underway. Got 9 of you watching, 8 on X. Thank you so much. Not much on the YouTube as of yet. The game should be got a couple more minutes before at least we can start watching it. It is a legit 7:05 start out there in Rochester. So the Bears lineup tonight will be as follows. Let me just get it up here. So the Bears are going to go with tonight is Crystal, is Andrew Crystal, Ilya Protas, Bogdan Trenriev. That's your first line. Miro, Rybinski, Leeson. That's your second line. Ryan Hofer, fresh called up from South Carolina. Strome and Graham Clarkey, they're on the third line. And then your fourth line is Dalton Smith, Crookshank, and Nockbar. On defense is Way and McDonald. Mugli, Belpedo, Corey Schooneman, and some guy named Webb, and Clay Stevenson is going in net tonight. The injury list for the Bears is Cam Allen, Ryan Chesley, Spencer Smallman, Eric Smetanko, who's done for the rest of the season, Aaron Ness, Alex Zutzelev, Sam Bitten, and David Gutierrez. So a lengthy list of players that are injured and has issues. So we're about ready to get underway here. Let's see. There we go. There we go. Now we got that up. Now we've got that up. So we will be getting underway there at Blue Cross Center here. Got to get through the. I got to get through the stupid ads here on Flow because of nobody. I didn't bring the stream up, but we'll be getting underway here, and we are underway. As indeed, it looks like icing is going to be called here to start on the Bears. Rochester wearing those gorgeous red, white, and blue jerseys. Wearing those gorgeous red, white, and blue jerseys. The Bears wearing their throwbacks as well. The candy cane jerseys they will be wearing. So that'll be interesting. His face-off is to the right of the goaltender. I'll have to find out who that is. Wahlberg there for Rochester wins the face-off. Rochester rims it around. Couldn't quite get it all around. Trinriev gets it, flings around to the corner. Crystal gets beaten out on a board battle, and Rochester's able to clear. Beautiful 70th anniversary logo there at center ice in Rochester. To any of you watching, thank you very much. Puck goes up into the air. So Rochester, Hershey underway, 19:25 to go in the first period here. Let me just get this up here, get the score up. There we go. 10 of you watching, thank you so much. Please give a like to this video wherever you are. Please and thank you. Helps out so much. So face off by the Bears. One, Schooneman tried putting one on, deflected wide. Miro flings the puck down and around. Puck battled into the corner. Rochester's able to get it on the near boards, dumps it out as Rochester's able to get it. Shot goes wide of Clay. Rochester on the far corner, battling, scrapping there. Rochester gets it behind the net, trying to look backhand through the crease. Rochester gets it on the far faceoff circle, rims it back around. They're going to collect it there along the boards. Bears and Amherst fighting there in the corner, fighting to get it, pushing and shoving by Rochester. Zach saying that Rochester's got guys that are up in the NHL right now. But it looks like puck is frozen. Couldn't really get anywhere. So puck frozen. Face off to the right of Clay Stevenson. An old building there, the Blue Cross Arena. An old building there in Rochester. I've been there. It's fantastic. There's some obstructed views in the one end, but it is fantastic. Like, there's a reason why I love going to Rochester each and every time. And it looks like a Rochester player took a stick up high, and Amherst went down. Hand stays down. So Strom able to keep the puck in, flings one on net, but it's knocked away. Rochester tries to play it up, and it gets past to Rochester. Clay gets it to the far corner. Failed clearing attempt by the Bears. Loose stick out on the ice. Back into the point for Rochester. Rister wide of the net. Wide of the net. Another shot. Rochester has it there at the high circle. Rister off a body. Just gets out of the zone, and the Bears are going to get a line change as Rochester plays it back. But a giveaway. Rybinski's able to get it, but he's worked. No, that was Graham Clark. My mistake. And he gets worked off the puck. Rochester brings it in. Bit of a dump in. And giveaway by the Bears behind the net. Rochester takes it, skates out to the circle. Wrister wide of Clay Stevenson as Rochester gets the puck back out to the point, flings it over, back out to the point. Long shot, knocked wide of the net. Rebound in front. Clay has it. Clay tried to get it, but couldn't. And some Isaac Beliveau. Never heard that before. Bears get it behind the net, fling it out. They get a good clean breakout. Trenriev brings it across the blue line. The main line out there. Puck gets down by Bogdan, backed out to the point. Long shot. Schuneman couldn't get it. Trenriev gets it, blocked again. And is Rochester going to get to it as it gets in and fought? No, Schuneman gets back in time, but Rochester gets it off the boards, back out to the point, long shot, looking for a slap pass, can't get it. And Rochester and the Bears dump out of the zone, and that's going to be an icing. It will be icing. 0-0, 16:40 to go here in the first period. Here in the first period, great crowd there at Rochester. I mean, well, there's some, yeah, they're showing a replay. Hoffer on a backhanded clear gets an Amerks player and just nothing gets called on that one. So Rochester with the first three shots. They've had some good end zone time, but nothing too dominating. Yeah, there is gaps in Rochester tonight, but Rochester wins the draw over far blue line, dump down low. They work it out of the far corner and try and work it out to the point, but the Bears get it and able to get out of the zone and back down the well we go. Rochester has it. They're going to try and play it up, but doesn't really get much. Rochester brings it into the zone, looking and goes wide of the net, and it just comes back out of the zone. Rochester's going to get it back into their own zone, doing a little play around in their own zone, looking to move the puck up. Um, Rochester moves the puck up. They're going to play it up onto the Bears blue line. They're able to turn around, work it along the blue line. In comes some help. Shot and blocked away as Rochester gets it behind the net. Bears are just losing those down low puck battles. Like Rochester's on them, and it looks like we're going to get a penalty as it is a slash. And yeah, it's a penalty on the Bears. Slashing on 22. God, I should know that. So that was a shove off. Yes, one of the new guys, Bit Wally was saying. So he goes off. That's defenseman down for the Bears. Bears wearing those lovely throwback jerseys, as which should be worn in Rochester. 2 minutes on the board for Rochester. Their power play. So one of their big power play guys, up in Rochester right now, and the Bears try to get down low. Rochester brings it around back up to the point. They're going to collect it. Did over, just looking over to Joshua, just looking there at the blue line, assessing his options over to his partner, brings it back over to Joshua, who's just looking. Bears giving him room out on the point, but he's not doing anything. Over to Wahlberg, over Rochester, back out to the point to Wahlberg, over, looking, long shot, trying to look for a deflection. I guess Rochester gets it. They're able to work it out to the slot, then down low, out to the circles, back out to the point, doing some movement, mainly to the perimeter. Steps into the circle. Wrister caught by Clay Stevenson. Clay has it. Clay has the puck and goes, he's okay, guys. I got this. He's okay. 14 of you watching this right now. 13 of you on X. Thank you so much. Thank you so much to all who are doing this. Bears lined up Rybinski out there on the power play. Rochester wins it, but looks like there was a shot deflector. It gets out of the zone. Either way, it clears. Rochester back into their own zone, drops it off, and moves into and they're moving up. Rochester moves up, and it looks like an offsides on the Amherst. We will take that. 101 to go on the power play for the Bears. Dalton Smith sitting there on the bench like, God, I want to get back up. I can't imagine how cold it is up there in Rochester. Look that up here. See how cold it is. So Rochester gets it in, working there along the near boards. Bears get it, slap it back down the zone. Good job, lads. And we got a penalty on Rochester coming up. Trevor Kuntar is going to get it, who looks like turned around and, yep, tripped up Belpedo. So off you go. Off you go. So power play for the Amherst are done. Is done. 30 seconds of why is the clock still running? Why is the clock still running at least on AHL TV? Uh, odd. So Rochester, 4-on-4, Rochester has it behind their own net, and then there will be a power play for the Bears. Something's up with something's up with the clock on this thing. Something's going on. Rochester brings in 4-on-4, trying to split the defense, can't. Puck gets knocked in behind the net. Rochester gets it, and the Bears get it. Work it up. Power play for the Bears is now has now started. But pass intercepted by Rochester. Could be 2-on-1 the other way. Joshua looks, shoots, fought off by Clay Stevenson. A puck just bounced off and just went right to Rochester. So Rochester gets it in their zone. They're just going to play keep away from the Bears. Now they have 3 on. Why is Rochester 3 guys in the zone and have the puck? So Bears have the puck. They try to get in a little bit of a doesn't matter though. Rochester clears the zone anyway. Bears collect it. Rochester's power play 80.9%. Yeah. Puck dumps the puck down and in. Rochester going to get first. The Bears are able to get it. Here on the boards. Back up to the point to Belpedo. Look on the circle. Wrister on the way. Deflected up and wide. So face off to the left. Face off to the right of the Rochester goaltender. Rochester in their home blue, white, and red jerseys. They are fantastic looking. Love Rochester's jerseys. They're not going to be wearing their big throwback ones. Supposedly, there's a white version of their really early Stars and Stripes they're going to wear. Face off. Rochester wins it, collects it, and down the ice it goes. Right past the off-center scoreboard there in Rochester. Rochester's scoreboard goes to the left blue line. Just I don't know. And it's going to be icing on the Bears, but they got to it first. But they got to, whatever. So face-off looks like it's coming back to center ice. Face-off coming to center ice, and I don't know why that was icing. Bears player got there. Anyway, face off at center ice. 11 seconds of power play left. Time to go for the Bears. Rochester wins it and flings it back down. As much as I picked on Mike Scarbosa, he knew how to win faceoffs. Bears get through the zone, bring it in. Power play's done. Drops it back out to the point. Belpedo gets it, flings it along. Back to Belpedo. Looking down low, crossing feet, deflected up and out of play. It will stay in the zone. We have a media timeout. I think we will have a media timeout. 12:31 to go in the first period. In the first period, 0-0s on the board, like it says here. If you are watching this on any of the YouTube, please give a like to this video. Please It is. It really helps out the channel. Helps out both. Helps out both of the. Uh, helps out not only mine, but helps out my channel. Helps out the Old City Sports YouTube channel as well. Maybe I should get a Twitch account going someday. Maybe I should. I don't know. I don't know. Maybe I should. So, so 18 of you watching so far. 18 of you, 15 as well. Thank you to all who have. Thank you so much. You could be watching a lot of other hockey that's on tonight, but you're with me. You are with me. So we'll get back to the game here in a little bit. As well, doing some social media stuff as well. Um, 12:31 to go here in Rochester. Decent start. Emmerich's leading 4 nothing on shots. Um, Not going to say it's terrible. Not going to say it's a horrible start. But back to the action. Bears try to get the face off, but even when they win a face off, Rochester still gets it. Back into the Bears zone, plays up and dumped in, deflected in. Rochester's going to get it first. They have 2 men back there as they rim it around the boards, but Bears somewhat able to get it. They played back around the boards and worked up, collected, kept in by Leeson for a moment, but Rochester just gets it and just gets it out of the zone. So, Bears trying to Rochester has it back in their zone, flings it up, battle there at center ice, flings it down, dumped it into the Bears zone. Looks like Rybinski's back there to get it. Plays it back to the net, beyond the net, dumped out by the Bears, and it looks like it hit the scoreboard. So Rochester, looks like the faceoff is going to stay in the Bears zone, but hitting the scoreboard does not count as a play game. Does so. 11:39 to go here in the first period. Looks like Bears actually win a draw. Huzzah! Get around the near corner, get it, play it back up the boards. Looks like Strom tries to chip it out of the zone and does. Bear tries to chase down for another one. That's Graham Clark. He gets it. He's able to get it. Works it around the zone at the blue line. Wrister blocked aside. Graham Clark gets his own shot back. Looking. Long shot blocked down, but collects it back over to Matt Strom, who fires. Blocked aside. Shot attempts by the Bears, but nothing official as of yet. Puck gets dumped out by Rochester. That will be icing and a face-off. So the Bears have had the puck in the zone. They've had the puck in the zone, but um, they just haven't really done anything with it. I mean, they've had some in zone time, but things are just getting blocked. Face off to the left of the goaltender. Looks like the big lines out there. Trenriev, Protas, and Cristal. And another face-off loss for the Bears. Rochester gets it, dumps it out. They're able to get, and that's going to go into the bench. It's got to learn to win face-offs. Especially, kept hearing on NHL 11 a lot. Offensive zone face-offs don't hurt you as much, but, win them in the defensive zone. Just going to give Rochester chances. Rochester gets it, dumps it down and around into the zone. Set. Leon Mugli. Mugli gets it, chips it, and that's delay of game. Delay of game. Yep, delay of game on the Bears. You're out. So that is Cristal away with you. So yeah, Bears behind the eight ball. Um, 20 of you watching, thank you so much. Thank you so much. Power play for Rochester. Grant Crookshank's out there, and the Amerks win the face-off. Shot looks like blocked away. Rochester gets it back to the point. Over the top of the circle. Looking. Rochester has it looking. Shot blocked. That is by Grant Crookshank, who saying owie. Matt Strom following there at the point. Him and Crookshank change spots. Hopefully the pain worn away for Grant. Rochester down low. Back out to the point to Rosea. And Grant tried to get up on him, shoot him in down low. Strom's going to come in for help there along the far boards. Gets it back out. Bears nearly gets it up ahead. There it is. Oh, and in. Bears in, shoots and scores. First shot of the game for the Bears, and it goes in. It's a short-handed goal. Is that Crookshank, his fourth? His league-leading fourth. Charismatic, Mr. Automatic. Just pulled it and picked up there in the top corner. Let us go. Yes. That had to be Crookshank. Couldn't be anyone else. Could not be anyone else. Grant Crookshank, short-handed goal, our first shot of the game. And it goes in. Sure. 1-0 Hershey. 1-0 Hershey. Rochester, despite all that, is still on the power play. Sure. Rochester has it back out the point. Long wrister, knocked aside. Bears work it down. Rochester trying to work it out of the corner. Gets it. Rochester along the near corner. Bears have it. Try to fling it out of the zone and into the bench, but it was deflected anyway. So, Grant Crookshank, I believe that's his ninth of the season, fourth short-handed goal of the season. Fourth. So Crookshank gets the goal, short-handed. Let's see if AHL is giving any assist. Okay, so it's a Grant Crookshank is seventh. His seventh is fourth of the season. I mean, his fourth short-handed goal this season. That should lead the league. He was tied with a bunch of others for 3. I mean, fine. That's the first frickin' Bears shot and it goes in. Sure. Rochester wins it. Back out to the point. They're able to get it. Rochester flings it over. They have 2 guys up top playing catch. They're at the top. Down low. Works it to the circles. Back out to the point. Rochester mainly to the perimeter. Bears tried to steal that one again. Get it. Shoots and knocked aside by Boba. Rochester gets it. Trying to spin it around front. They get it back out to the circles. Back out to the point. Looking. 7 seconds left to go on the power play for Rochester. Rochester shot, trying to get a deflection, scramble in front, and knocked away by Clay. Worked up to the boards. Rochester has it. Power play over. Rochester long shot, knocked aside, throws in front, but is knocked away by the Bears. Collected, and the PK will just dump it out. That won't be enough for icing, but it'll get the penalty killers off the ice. Andrew Crystal staying out there as he's the freshest body. The Bears forecheck actually getting in. Stromer getting in on the action, but the Bears are able to get it. Looks like that might be Dalton Smith. Back out to Belpedo. Belpedo looking. Long shot. Shot saved. Was that the first 5-on-5 shot for the Bears? Might have been. Rochester has collected the puck. They have it at the circles. They're going to play up. Deflected into the zone, but the Bears are able to get it. Slap it back out. Matt Strom was not able to collect the puck, but Rochester does. 8 minutes to go here in the first period. Shots are 7-1 Rochester, but the one shot for the Bears went in because of course. Bears chip it, just wobble a puck in, just goes to the wide of the net. Graham Cloak gets it as a Rochester player fell down, but couldn't center it. Long shot, scramble in front, but the Bears can't get it. Rochester gets it, and they're just going to swipe it to the other end of the ice. Played up for the Amerks. Bears bouncing puck. Just still can't get the puck. Rochester has it center ice, flings it into the zone. 7:20 left to go in the period. Bears bring it into the zone. Shots are 6-2, excuse me. Throws it in front, knocked aside. Knocked right. Bensky looked like he was trying for a centering feed tip. Bears get the puck beyond the net, slapping around the boards. Miro chips it out. And a clean exit by the Bears. 3-on-2 if they hurry. Tries to get it over and can't. But Rybinski slings it back down low. Nobody home as Brett Leeson comes over, tries to help out, and Rochester gets the puck, moves it up, moves it into their zone. Some Bears are going to go up for a line change. Some some Rochester players going off for a change as well. Having a little trouble getting out of the zone. Rochester has only a slight two-man forecheck. Played up to the Bears. Gain entry to the zone. Backhand and Protoss was streaking in, and it just went off his skate. The pass just didn't get to him. But that's on the tape. Protoss has a shot in. Ilya Protoss leads the team in goals. Might have points as well. Rochester comes in, crossing feet, can't get to them. The Bears break it up, and it goes below the net. Bears dump out and hits the scoreboard yet again. 5:51 to go here in the third period. Their other media timeout. 1-0 Hershey. 1-0 Hershey after 5:51 to go in the period. To go here in the period. Got one like so far. Off of Facebook. Mike Bannon. Thank you so much, brother. Thank you. Means a lot. Thank you. So we got 16 live viewers off of X as well. And so the Bears are up 1-0 off of Grant Cruikshank's seventh of the season. Assists officially to John McDonald and Matt Strome, getting assists on that as well. So thank you so much to everyone who's been watching so far. I greatly appreciate it. I really do. I did this. Um, I did this. I'm used to doing these live streams. I'm used to doing them on here because of I did them at when I was with the Hockey Podcast Network. Wait, back to the action. Back to the action there. Let's get the score back up here as well. Let's change that ticker. You need to change that. You need to change that. Anyway, Bears get it. Try to rush it up the ice. Dumps it in on the goaltender, and he will collect it. 5:41 to go here in the third period. So, Zach saying here on the line that the longest record for the Bears team going to overtime is 9. We're sitting at 7 right now. So Bears actually win a face-off in the offensive zone. Long shot collected on the goaltender. He got away from him for a little bit. So there'll be other American Hockey League action going on tonight. I will get to that when we get to the break. I'll let you know what else is going on as well. That is Devin Levi that's in net. Okay. Good. So Bears get it up along the far wall. Far wall. Sorry, I got distracted by Zach saying how Rochester, they got slammed by a storm like we did. Bears ever get it out to the zone, chip it up ahead. Bears wins the puck about the point, slap it down low, works out of the corner. Knockbar is able to get, and Dalton Smith comes out, tries to throw the puck down and around and back in. Has nice hit thrown there by Knockbar, who's going to go off. Stromer has it back out to the point over to Webb. Over scramble in front and goes away. Wrap around the tap. Oh, it goes off the side of the cage. Bears had some room there on the near post. Gets played up. Clark tries to tip it in. Bears finally getting their legs a little bit. Work the puck down low into the corner. Rochester slaps it around, but kept at the point by Webb. Long shot by the Bears, deflected wide up the net. Kept in by the Bears. Good job by the boys so far, but as soon as I say that, it comes out of the zone. Rochester gets it. They're going to bring it up ice, one of the far boards. Bears collect it, and do a dump out along the boards. Gets by the Rochester defenseman. Rochester gets it out to neutral ice, but looks like it banked off the skate, went right back in. Rochester has it. They're in their own zone. They're looking for options. Get it up to the wingers. They're at the blue line. Looking, shot on Clay. It's not quite of the net. Rochester slings it back across the net. It works back out to the point. Dumps the puck down in. Number 24 back beyond the net. Back out to the point. Over to the high slot. Shot knocked aside. Moogly gets it. Plays it up, but not out at the blue line. Rochester keeping it in. They're at the blue line, keeping a lot of pucks to the blue line. Rochester has 3 guys up at the blue line at some point. Shot in, deflected on net, and the Bears are able. They're going to get it. They're going to do a chip out, and it looks like Brett Leeson's going to win it. Yeah, that should be icing. Feet out front, you had a Bear streaking in as the Bears played down back around Leeson, trying to play for it back below the net. Bears forecheck actually getting something here now as the game goes along. Dumped into the zone. The Bears get it as the puck was dumped into their own zone. And a little bit better defensive. As soon as I say that, Rochester brings it in. 2-on-3 the other way. Rochester gets it, and it looks like they keep the puck in. Puck gets whistled down and around. Down by the boards. Fought off, back out. Defenseman waiting at the point. The Bears are able to fight off. Leeson gets it. He's going to paddle it in, and he's going to go off for a line change. Bears play there along the boards. They get it for a moment, but Bears aren't really winning board battles against Rochester. Rochester's really beating the Bears to pucks right now. Rochester gets it in the corners, gets the puck down out to the boards. Dribbling shot in on Rochester, clearing by the Bears. They're unable to playing down below. Rochester Bears trying to collect it near boards. They need a clear or a whistle. Not going to say the third alternative. Rochester has it the blue line, dumps it back down in. There's got to be tired Bears out there. Rochester gets it, banks it back out to the point, looking, long shot deflected in, and Stevenson has it. Oh, a slap pass down low. I was going to try and deflect in, but Clay slides over and says, nay, good sir. Last media timeout of the period. I guess they were a little behind. With them. As it is. Thank you to 17 of you that are watching this right now. Let's see something else here. There's a little bit. We'll go with that. That works as well. 17 of you watching, thank you so much right now. We're in a media break timeout now. Checking out some of the scores. 3-0 Charlotte as they are taking on the Hartford Wolfpack. They're taking on the Hartford Wolfpack right now. They're at XL Energy Center. 1-0 Cleveland. Cleveland leading Grand Rapids, the Category 4 super team here in Michigan so far. So Grand Rapids has cooled off a little bit. They're still 34-2-1. That's all the games for now. You've got Colorado and Coachella Valley. It's 6:30 their time, so that's 9:30 us. Your nightcap is Bakersfield and Henderson, Abbotsford versus Ontario and Tucson, and San Diego for you late night. Grand Crookshank's going to be chased out of the face-off circle. Face-off to the right, a place Stevenson won by Charlotte, slapped by a defenseman and just knocked down by the Bears, carried out of the zone. It's like Graham Clark chips that in, gets it into the zone, flings it down and around, but it gets by the defenseman that was pinching in to try and keep it there on the boards. Bears able to get it back in. They're trying to cut in, and was that? Bear tried to cut across the net, but was knocked down in front of the goal, in front of the goaltender. Bears have it in their own zone, and looks like we're going to get some changes coming off. Shootman comes on. Matt Strom there is defenseman's going to come off. Bears getting the personnel out they want. About a minute to go in the period. Played up by the Bears. No one touched it, and it is icing on Hershey. 58 seconds left in the period here. 58 seconds to go. You can imagine everybody's got blankets and sweatshirts on out there in Rochester. So the Bears will play tonight and Friday night up in Rochester, and then Saturday will be in Utica. The boys come back home. They will have Wilkes-Barre next Wednesday, and then one more home game on Saturday before the All-Star break. Graham Clark feeds it back as the Bears take it through center ice, plays it into the zone just by the goaltender, a bit of a dump, and Graham Clark battling there in the corners, push and shove. Rochester looks like they have it. Thank you, corner cameraman. Bears actually get it on a steal. Shoot! Second shot, and it goes wide of the net. The Bears forecheck causing something. Bears get it. They're at center ice. They're going to chip that into the zone. You have a Bear in, plays along the boards up to an hammer. And the Bears are able to take the puck away there at the blue line. Comes in, shoots, knocks. Levi gets it aside. Graham Clark has it. Gives it to Miro. Backhand. Fought off by Devin Lehi. Miro has it. Looking for a crossing feed. Can't get it. To Clark. 2-1. And that's all for the first period. Score, Hershey 1, Rochester 0. A little bit of a tribute to my favorite, one of my favorite hockey games of all time, and that is Wayne Gretzky 3D hockey. 10 kids wrote, actually called. So that's it after the first. The Bears are leading the Amherst 1-0. Rochester leading on shots 8-5, but the Bears are leading. But the Bears are leading the game. They're in the statistic that matters the most. That matters the most. Okay, that's why they're because they changed asset things. So it actually took my podcast logo. I did that. So 17 of you watching, thank you so much. As we hit first intermission, Bears are up 1. Bears are up 1-0. Looks like got a new subscriber. Is that that was a new subscriber to my channel. Thank you so much. Thank you so much. To all of you that are watching this, I'm trying to get up to 75 subscribers. I'm trying to get up to 75 subscribers before the Olympics. 73 right now. I just need 2 more to hit 75. So very, I'm appreciative of at least. I'm appreciative that at least all of you that are watching here. 18 of you watching so far. Very thankful. all of you that are. Let's get some scores here real quickly, and then I'll probably take a break for a few minutes just to give myself a break here a little bit. This is, believe you, boys and girls, live streaming is not as easy as it looks. I can do this because I've done NHL games. I've done NHL playoff games. I've done Bears games while doing this. So plus, I also worked at the Pennsylvania Renaissance Fair for 8 years. I'm an alumni, so I know how to keep a conscious stream of thoughts, and ADHD helps out with that as well. A little sip of Perrier there helps out with that as well. So let's get some scores up here real quickly for you. Charlotte leads Rockford 3-0, 3 minutes into the second period. Hartford maybe having one of those 6 o'clock starts. I think Hartford's been experimenting with 6 o'clock weekday starts. So 3-0 Charlotte. Goals by Smith, Stevens, and Corsi. 1-1 Cleveland and Grand Rapids are tied. At 1-1. It was 1-0 for a bit, but it looks like Trail Max got a goal for the Grand Rapids Griffins. 1-1 there at Van Andrel Arena. Other games going on tonight. Coachella Valley 6:30 start out there at the Palm Desert in Palm Springs. It'll be Colorado and Coachella Valley. Bakersfield and Henderson at 25 minutes east of Las Vegas, Nevada. I looked it up. At Leeds Family Forum, Bakersfield and Henderson. I bought the Bears and the Silver Knights Calder Cup Finals, or whatever Henderson has to do to come. Yeah, I'd spend a long weekend out in Vegas. Absolutely. I'd Uber the whole way there. Absolutely, I would. Anyway, Abbotsford versus Ontario. They're at Toyota Arena. They're in Ontario, California. Abbotsford Canucks taking on the Ontario Reign. And the Tucson Roadrunners against the San Diego Gulls. They're at Pachinga Arena in San Diego. They're in San Diego. Is your late game at 7 o'clock their time. So that's it for all the scores for now. I'm going to take a bit of a break. I'm going to step away. I'm going to have some things running up here, and we'll be back. 1-0 there. Here on the Old City Sports Network live stream of Hershey versus Rochester. Four games at the buffet tonight. So you got your choice.
Yeah, the only one that's not on till 9 is Vancouver versus
Seattle.
Frost.
Close enough.
Seattle versus Ottawa.
1-0 Hershey. I'm sure you heard me.
I did. I heard you when they scored. I was in the bathroom.
I got the one check clear, even though there was like 5 people deep waiting for a line. Why? Because nobody was like, I need this card. And did I have $40 on it? Well, that's my son's account. Never mind. Oh, you just cancel mine. Can I get a new card? Can I pay this for my mobile account? Can I do this? Boom! There's a line! But thankfully another. By the way, I don't think drive-through banking's a thing anymore. Because I went to the one out on Eisenhower Boulevard. They have the drive-through thing, but it's like a fancy ATM. There's no window things anymore.
Yeah, there must be some places that don't do that.
But got vacuuming done. What I showed you was that grilled cheese pillow thing.
So that's why I said it's that thing. I just didn't know what the name of it.
So here's what I learned. More cheese. I need more cheese in that thing. It worked out. That was for half an hour, maybe 25 to 27 minutes for mine. But yeah, it just needed more cheese. I didn't think I thought I put too much in, but no, it turns out I didn't put enough in. So I only ate about like half of it. There's 2 squares that were in there.
I was wondering if the red squares were a part of it.
They were. You want to take one to work? Go ahead. I'll warn you, it is very flaky and messy. But I still think it came out good.
And then clean up your counter space.
Thank you, dear. You didn't have to get the Dark Knight one again, but thank you.
Oh, you're welcome. I couldn't find the other one that you usually get. Which is the bear claw or whatever the...
Either the bear claw, I get that just because bears. Cracking guard would have been fine. I'm not too picky on like how it smells. Just it cleans me off. So.
Yeah, they were less. I know they weren't as less as Giant, but they were even less because they still had the football one.
If there was a Steelers one, I would have said yes, but I'm not.
No, it's the same Eagles one from Saquon.
Yeah, no. And we're back. Thank you, everyone, thank you so much to everyone. Yes, I'm having dessert here. Don't you judge me. Some Reese's on here. A fringe benefit of working at a Hershey distribution warehouse is at Christmas and Halloween, they give you a big bag of candy. That's why they call it Big Back Winter. One of you watching here, thank you so much. Thank you to all of you who have watched this. Still an intermission there in Rochester. Still there. But 1-0 Hershey. After one, Bears scoring on their first shot of the game as Grant Cruikshank scored a shorthanded goal. Just got a nice little backhand on Devin Levi and just roofed it. So that was his 7th of the season, 4th shorthanded goal of the year. That should be league leading, if not still tied. Unreal. Unfreaking real. What that man's able to do. And just unreal. So real glad he's able to get it. We'll see how the Bears do. Bears have been notorious slow starters all season. And it's usually in the second period where they decide to wake the hell up. So we'll see if they keep that going. The good news is they're leading. They're leading after one. I've seen much worse where the Bears just get dominated in the first period. And they just completely, and they try to play catch up the rest of the game. That's what happened when they got blown out by Wilkes-Barre. I think Wilkes-Barre dropped 5 on them in the first period, and the game was over. It was pretty much over. So thank you to all who are watching this. I'm in it. I do. You guys could have done better than me. You could, but you're here. And I like doing this because I know locally Bears fans don't like flow hockey. I don't blame them. At least on terms of like watching, like on television, they're fine. Locally, which is me, you do have a local television station, our local Fox station has struck a deal with the Bears, so they're able to broadcast games. And they've done a really good job. Zach has done a really good of forging a working relationship with them. Unfortunately, I think when Greg Mace died, I think the ABC, our local ABC connection, I think died with him. And it's stuff like this that make you miss the old Greg Mace and the guys who, the old beat writers who do all the stuff for the Bears. The Tim Leones, the local media guys, who did all that they could. And now in this new digital age, you have someone like me who does his own Hershey Bears podcast. And I did that because, well, partly inspired by the old Barn Hockey Show. I also listened to a lot of Fox Sports Radio in the 2000s. Your Tony Brunos, your Jim Romes. Eventually, Steve Zabin was a huge influence in what I do and in my style. Him, Scott Lynn, Steve Solomon. I still listen to his podcast, the Zabcast. When I'm at work or I'm here at home, that's a really big influence in what I do. But I just noticed that there wasn't, outside of the old Barn Hockey Show, and Frank Schofield and Brock, great at what they do. They're great. They do. And I decided to do one of my own. Got their blessing, and I'm in radio, per se. But I'm just kind of rambling to kill time for now, as it looks like we'll be getting back underway shortly. I'm going to put up a timer here real quick. I just got to run off and get something. Be right back, everyone. I promise. And we'll get back underway. We shipped out the 3 jerseys today. He got to hug the gold jersey before it left.
I saw the cute picture.
He didn't want to. He was trying to cry, and I'm like, no, I promise I won't sell the other ones. He didn't want to let it go.
Yeah. Oh, Petey's listening to your live. You want to watch the PHL?
Is he out here?
No, he's in the bedroom because he can listen to you easily.
Of course he is. So, yeah, don't mind me, everyone. Just talking to the missus real quickly, and I wanted to get some bottled water. The soda's nice, but gotta wet the old whistle. So it looks like Rochester's going to head back out momentarily. I hope to do more of these live streams as we go along. Before I did live streams from, it was pretty much from my couch, because I did it from my phone. The thing is, though, is that I'm a part of the Hershey Bears fan club page, and Facebook won't let you stream to groups. I don't get it either. I don't. So I don't like that it can't get to them, so I provide links to them, as they are pretty much like the origins of the show. So Rochester coming back out. We're going to get underway there in the second period. Showing some first period highlights. We'll be getting back underway. Really appreciate everyone being on here. I really do. Um, 17 of you watching. Had 21 at one point, but I'll go get that back. Gotten 1 like here on Facebook so far. Very appreciative of it. So be getting back underway here shortly. Get underway here soon. So they're getting back to the big 70th anniversary logo there in Rochester. It's a really nice logo. Kind of prefer it more than what the Bears are using. So Blue Cross Arena there in Rochester. Of course, like I said, the boys are staying. They're going to be staying in Rochester Friday night, 7:05 start there at Blue Cross Arena, and then it's off to Utica. There at the ABC, the Adirondack Bank Center there in Utica. But that's a Saturday problem as we are back underway in the second period. Hershey dumps the puck in. They're going to chase down after it. The fourth line out there. Their big Dalton Smith out there wins the puck around the boards, back out to the point. Moogly throws it down low, tries to throw it in front, slapped in, and Johnson, they score! Oh, the Bears clean up the garbage in front and get a goal 23 seconds into the second period. And as Uncle Doc would say, the most accursed goals are the ones that end and begin the period. Knockbar slaps it, and that's going to be Knockbar's goal. Justin Knockbar with the little slapper that goes up and over the shoulder of Devin Levi. Justin Knockbar makes it 2-0 Hershey. That's 2, count them, 2-0 Hershey. Huzzah indeed. No, not 12. Not 12. So Bears are up 2-0 on Rochester. And that should be Justin Knockbar's goal. And the Bears get a good one to start the beginning. Puck bounces out in front. Scramble in front of Levi. Who has it? Bears. Sticks. Skates. Bears. Rybinski flings it out to the boards. Chips it up out of the zone. Is that going to be enough for icing? No. Clay plays it right to a defenseman who plays it back around. Balpito gets it. 2-0 Hershey. As that's exactly what you want to start the period. Bears bring the puck back in. They got the hitch in their step. They got the giddy up. Rochester chips it out of the zone over a Bears defenseman. Looks like the Webb gets to it first as Corey Schuneman kind of got caught benching a little bit. Rochester is able to keep the puck in there on the far circle. Bears on the opposite side of the obstructed views. Back out to the point. Rochester spins it back down around, but collected by Corey Schuneman. Plays it to himself off the boards. Bears able to get it to the zone. Nearly chipped ahead for, was that Chris Dahl? Yeah, that's Chris Dahl, but Protas steals it, leads it 3-on-3 the other way. Cross ice dump in, plays off the lively boards, but Chris Dahl gets it, throws it in front, and just knocked off of Protas' stick. Kept in by Andrew, feeds Protas. Tried to feed Andrew again. Ilya, you're playing right there, lad. Face off by Devin Levi, who collects the puck, and the Bears should be caught up in shots by now. So the Bears get on the board yet again of a really nice backhand Face off to the right of Devin Levi. Nockbar gets the goal for a second. Dalton Smith gets an assist, gets his first assist of the season. John McDonald gets his 8th assist of the season. 2-0 Hershey, but here comes Rochester on the far boards. Rims it down and around. Rochester gets it. Looking shot on Clay. He stops it. Clay stops the puck. Stops play. 17:25 to go here in the second period. Bears up 2. Count them. 2-0 on the Rochester Americans. Tell you what, Bears get a win tonight. Cures what ails you. A win will cure what ails you. That's what always happens in hockey. Stromer wins the faceoff, works it to Belpedo, gets caught up in the corner, but he's able to get out of it. Strom's going to chip the puck out of the zone, caught by a defenseman at center ice. Flings it up, gets past Rochester. Bears get it in the neutral zone. Going to try and work it up. It's a 2-on-4 another way. Bears work it in. Works it around up, back out to the point. Belpedo fake slapper, pass down low, but off a stick of a Bear. That gets chipped, but Graham Clark gets it. He's going to play it up to Belpedo. He's going to try and chip it ahead, but can't. Rochester just slaps the puck back in. They're going to go out for a line change. Rochester is able to take the puck away, but plays it back down low. Mugli gets it. He's going to play it up to the boards. Bears are able. They're going to get a good breakout out of the zone. But Rochester still gets it there at center ice. Plays it back. Up again they go. And nice Leon Mugli with the old submarine hip check a little bit. The guy didn't go up and over, but he just stuck his hip out and got him into the boards. Rochester back out to the point. Long shot. Knocked away to the corner. Graham Clark gets it. Can't clear it out. Rochester gets around the boards. Mugli gets it. Leon gets it and loses it. Spins it around in front. But Rochester just couldn't collect it. Oh, giveaway by Leon at that point. Rochester and the slot shoots. Fought off by Clay Stevenson. Rochester gets it. Spins it around to the near boards. Dalton Smith throws a hit. Trying to knock down Rochester. The Bears are finally get it as they clear the zone. Levi comes out to play it. They do. Dalton Smith stays out there, but the Bears get the line change they desperately need. Plays it around. Webb lets it go out to the point. Bears are able to get it out and slap it into their zone. Nockbar gets into the corner. Looks like Coach Derek King's going to reward these guys a little bit more time. Miro gets it. Back out to the point. Corey Schooneman, long shot caught by Devin Levi. 15:15 to go in the second period. 17 of you still watching. Thank you very much. Corey Schooneman with the long shot, probably going wide. He was looking for a deflection, but just wasn't there. Face off to the right of Devin Levi. Sit down, Karen. Sit down. Puck gets knocked to the other side of Devin Levi. Battle there along the boards. Bears pushing and shoving, jostling there. Rochester's going to get it, chip it out of the zone. Bears try to get it out. They do get it out of the zone, but Rochester quickly reclaims it. They're very good in the neutral zone transition. Haven't had a lot of mistakes about it, but it looks like icing on Rochester. Clay was putting his stick or his glove up to indicate icing. And it looks like not. They're going to keep it at center ice. Sure. Second line out there with Miro and others out there. So Miro just dumps the puck on in, goes down low. Rochester plays it, rims it around the boards. They're able to get it. They have a guy streaking up the ice, but just a bit too far up ahead. Rochester backs out to the point, throws it down and around. McDonald plays it up. Crystal, is he going to chip it out of the zone? I think that's Crystal. And collected by Rybinski. Rybinski has it, swings it over, shoots, and just up and over the net. Miro putting his hands up like, what was that? So Zach's saying about the fourth line and how it's really done a lot of good stuff here tonight. And they have. They have. They are playing physical. That Knockbar, Smith, Grant Crookshank line. You know, that line not officially has both goals on the night. Rochester works it in. Ilya Protas trying to work it out from behind the boards. He does with that big body of his. You know, hopefully Ilya gets some more meat on him. And I know he's only 19 and he's leading the team, but he continues to develop, utilizes that body more, gets even more silkier mitts than what he already does. And wait a minute, Bear swinging around in front. And who was that feeding Trenriev? Was that Ilya? Ilya just beating out guys. Rochester brings it back the other way. Shot right into the breadbasket of Clay Stevenson. 13:33 to go here in the second period. 2-0. Are they going to have another? Yeah, another, I guess, immediate timeout, I guess. As the Amworks are running something on their end. You know, I love Rochester. I don't know if they wear them this year, but wear their red jerseys, which are just fantastic. I love the Rochester red jerseys. I mean, Hershey and Rochester are two teams that haven't really changed their jerseys all that much since their existence. And there's no reason to. Both jerseys are pretty much timeless. So that's why, like, I've always enjoyed the rivalry, like, between these two, because it's just the jersey matchups are great. The lineage is great between these two. So I'm glad they play them. I'm glad they play them 4 times a year, because I know there are a lot of fans, myself included, that love going up to Rochester to see this to see this team play, to see Rochester up there. I mean, there was the longest time where the Bears didn't play. The first couple of years, I was a Bears fan in the early 2010s. They didn't play Rochester a lot. I mean, Rochester was in the West for the longest time, and just the Bears and Amherst didn't really go at it. I think that's a damn shame. I mean, I'm glad that there's been more emphasis in the North these past couple years. Anyway, back to the action. Bears have it there at center ice, rims it around the boards. Devin Levi stops it, rims it around the far boards. Bears are able to get it. Looks like Dalton Smith rims it down and around. But Rochester is able to get it. Derek King rewarding this fourth line with some more ice time. Rochester gets it in the zone, plays in the slot, shoots, and they score. Well, so much for that. Rochester gets in the zone, in the slot, picks the corner. 2-1 as Rochester scores on their 11th shot of the game. And they're still playing freeze frame. Wahlberg gets past. That is Schoonerman. And Clay just, if I stay there, they don't know it. And Amherst still use as they play freeze frame. I don't mind that they do that. So change this here a little bit. So Rochester gets on the board on their 11th shot of the game. And it is 2-1. It is 2-1. But he's okay, guys. He's okay. We should be fine. Should be fine. You know, just get back out there, go to Wake, try to do some more in zone time, and should be okay. Puck gets lobbed into the bench area. And it doesn't look like, well, there, it did come out of the defensive zone. I think it was neutral zone and into the benches. 12:34 to go in the second period. 2-1 Hershey. Wahlberg for Rochester getting a goal and making it 2-1. Anton Wahlberg is the one who gets it. And but you know what? He's okay, guys. He's okay. We're gonna be fine. No reason to. Clay's been playing pretty good. And I'd like to see the Bears get a bit more sustained in zone time. Rochester brings it back in. Power shot blocked away, deflected up and out of play. 12:17 to go. Police doesn't slow down too much. 2-1 Hershey. I mean, Hershey's been playing good this period. And that's just pretty much like what they do. Face off to the right of Clay Stevenson. Rubinski gets tossed. Big Brett Leeson's going to come in and take the face off. And Rochester wins the face off yet again. Power shot blocked down as a defenseman was looking to get a long shot in. Bears pin a guy to the boards. Who is it? That's Leon Mugli, but a good job out of him. Bears played up. They hurried. They got numbers. Could have been a 4-on-1. Bears come in. Crossing feed and just missed a streaking. Just missed him. Rybinski has it back out to the point. Schooneman looks, long shot, knocked down, rebound, and caught by Devin Levi. So, still 2-1. Bears getting a little bit of a pushback. Devin Levi, supposed to be the next big Buffalo goaltender, but Ukko-Pekka Liikalainen, UBL beats him out for it. So, yeah, Levi stuck in Rochester. Ilya Protas, the first line out there. Is that Jake Leschyshyn? Former Hartford Wolfpack, former Vegas Golden Knight, or Henderson Silver Knight? He wasn't a night monster. So, but Rochester wins the faceoff, barely gets it to their defenseman who throws it up the ice, but slapped back out of the Bears zone just barely. Rochester's offsides. They collected at the blue line, and it just came out. 16 of you watching right now, give a like to this video, all on X, surprisingly. But I do what I can. On here. So, face off. Rochester wins it, flings it into the zone, goes down and around. Webb gets it. He's going to play it over to the defenseman, plays it up the ice, deflected in, and the Bears are going to get to it. Protas gets it, shoots! Saved by Devin Levi yet again. Was that Andrew Cristall? That was Andrew Cristall. My God, he actually shot it. My God, JR! He actually shot the dang buck. I mean, God bless Andrew Cristall. Bless him. But I want him to shoot more. So, I've seen a couple of you on Facebook. I'm sorry I haven't gotten to you yet. Facebook doesn't post to the comments. I've seen you guys out there. I will get to you. Bears are able to get it, fling it up the zone. Bears keep it in the zone. They look. They're going to move it. In. Bears played in. Jesus. So this Bears work it out of the corner. The first line out there. Protas gets there in the corner. Get that big body in there, Ilya. Get the big body. Push and shove. Looks like Protas is fighting. He's going to try and work it the other way. Trenriev wasn't there. Rochester was, and they're going to bring it out of the zone. Defenseman's going to lead the rush up. Comes on in, trying to cut around McDonald, and Clay gets it on a parallel shot. 10:26 to go in the period. Got a couple people watching. David White, thank you. Thank you so much for watching. Breakaway goal, yes, indeed. Yes, indeed, indubitably. So, so can't really move it that much. Kind of sucks. Sucks. I like to. Well, they have to share right there. So try and get this out and about. Technical error, my herniated disc. Rochester gets it back to the action. I thought they were going to go to a break. My bad. Rochester gets it, throws it in. RW Rob, thank you. I've seen you on there. On there. Facebook comments don't show up. Nothing I can really do about that. That Bears are actually able to get through center ice. That Stromer out there with Crookshank throws. No, out there with Stromer. Stromer trying to get it below the goal line, pushing and shoving. Good luck. And he actually gets beaten off the puck. Wow, that's not something you see out of Matt Strome that much. Puck fling down. Sure, not icing. Not icing. I thought that had enough on it for icing. Bears deflect the puck in to the zone. Devin Levi slows it down. They're able to work it up the boards and get the puck out of the zone. Rochester has been pretty good on the defensive end. Corey Schooneman barely gets the puck out. Fourth line out there for the Bears right now. Knockbar going in. Smith and Knockbar getting in there, trying to cause chaos. Him and Crookshank but Rochester is able to get it, play it back out again. Fourth line. Derek King rewarding that fourth line, and it's icing on Rochester as it back down it goes. Rob, any luck moving the jerseys? Yeah, I've sold 3 of them so far. I've sold 3. I've sold 3 so far. So I'm fine. You know, I'm fine with it. It's just things come up in life, and I just had to get out of it. I had to. Rochester wins the faceoff, dumps it out, misses the scoreboard, ironically. Bears get in their own zone, fling it up, and chip it in. They're going to chase it down. They're actually going to get to it. Tries to throw down front. Nobody gets to it. Best defenseman gets it, shoots, and fought off by Levi. Don't know, came in and made that. Rochester plays in. Looks like they're going to get the puck. Banks it up and in, but it's going to clear the zone. Rochester gets it along their blue line. Bears trying to force some things here at center ice, and they are going to force an icing. Thank you to everyone who has. Thank you to those who are watching this. Thank you so much. Rob, you asked any more luck moving the jerseys. I've sold 3, and that's fine. That's fine. I've considered putting more up there. Just needs to happen. So the Bears keep the puck in. They're able to get it, but Rochester getting the puck out. They're just hounded, but boy, they just keep it out there. Puck. Bears get it in, move it up, and it looks like they get the puck in. Levy stops it, just dead stops it, but Protas able to get it, but cut off by an American. And they're going to move up 3-on-2 for a moment, but it's 3-on-3. They're trying to find a trailer on that. Rochester wrap around in front, scramble, and it's got by Clay Stevenson. A wraparound attempt that he didn't have, at least for a little bit, and the Airmerks are able to get it. 7:29 to go in the second period. 2-1 Hershey. 2-1 Hershey. So thank you to the ones that have been watching on here. Thank you so much. I really appreciate it. I really do. Just trying something else here. No. Let's just try something else here. Just trying to get the live stream out to some others. Love what someone's saying already. Can we please just stop playing Clay Stevenson? He's awful. What about tonight has been so awful? What? I mean, what's been so awful about Clay Stevenson? I mean, what, 13 for 14? I'm sorry. I shouldn't respond to such stupidity, but yet such stupidity is allowed to exist. This is why I want to get off of being an admin on the Bears page. This is why I want to get done with it. I want to get done. I honestly just want to get done because I'm so tired of all the stuff I see, but I'm rambling. Back to the action. Bears win a face-off, fling the puck up on ahead. Rochester gets it, flings it up ahead. And another icing for Rochester. Another icing on Rochester. Going to come back down to the Hershey end. 7:13 to go. Go face off to the right of Devin Lehigh. So Rochester wins the face-off yet again. Again, dumps the puck in. Bears are able to get it. Schoeneman's going to bring it up and out. Bears 2-on-3 the other way. Cut it corner. Bears are able to try and get it. Rim it back around the boards. Gets back to Schoeneman. Throws it on and it actually get through on Levi. I'm not sure. Back out to the point. Over to Schoeneman yet again. Wrister on the way. Blocked down. And Schoeneman Levi got hit a little bit. And that's not icing, I guess. Feeds across all the way. Feed to Dalton Smith. Bobbles it a little bit, but he's able to get it. He's just going to work it around the boards. And the Bears pushing and shoving. They're going to work as Rochester's going to flip it back down. Is that going to be enough for icing? Is it going to be enough? And not 100% sure, but the Bears get it. They dump it back on in. Rochester feeds it up ahead. Could be a brief 2-on-1. Comes crossing feed cut off by the Bears. It's actually a little bit behind Rochester. Shot deflected up and out of play. .6:45 to go here in the second period. 2-1 Rochester. Rybinski to take the face off. There in the period. There, 5:59 left to go in the period. You'd love to get out of the period just 2-1. Just get out of the period 2-1. Or 3-1 would be really good. Rochester tried for a long shot, but just flubbed off the stick a little bit. Rochester tried to keep it in, but deflected back out to the blue line. Rochester's just going to dump it back in. Corey Schoeneman has it. He's going to play it on up to the corner, rims it around. Rochester tried to keep it in, but Bears take it, bring it in. Rybinski looking for help. Leeson has it, shoots, goes up and wide over the net. Leeson had time and space, especially for him. Rochester's able to get it, chip the puck out of the zone. They're going to, looks like Bears got tied up a little bit. Rochester looks, crossing feed, and an Airmark just get knocked on center ice. And took a good, solid hit. A solid hit by a Bear at the slot. Doesn't look like there's going to be a penalty for it. 5:16 to go in the third period. 2-1 Hershey. Hershey holding the lead. And we shall see. Bears playing decent this period. Both teams get a goal this period. So it's even Stevens, evened up. As both have, got a goal. And I don't know, it bothers me that, like, Clay lets one goal in and he's like, he's a bum! Get rid of him! He's a bum! He's a bum! I mean, you want a bum performance. Bjorklund did that last week against Lehigh. That's one where your goalie cost you a game. Clay's done none of that. I mean, people would have done so many things for Hunter Shepard 2 or 3 years ago. And now, yeah, I know we don't have Hunter anymore. I mean, people are ready to run him out of town too. And I said he was unreliable at times. But hey, I've been proven wrong. Ugh. Bears fans fall too in love with their goaltenders. I mean, yeah, Mitch Gibson should not have been sent down to South Carolina. I said that on my podcast episode this week, which check out the Grit and Bear It podcast. It is a balmy 9 degrees here back at home. I can't imagine what it's like up in Rochester. Probably 0. And puck was down. Looks like they're going to try a face-off again. Face-off in the neutral zone near the Rochester end. 5:09 to go in the period. Bears actually win a face-off, and Shinnerman dumps it into the zone. Goes a little bit wide of Levi, who just kind of tried to dive out to get it. Rochester tried to spring one of their guys up, and it's going to be icing. Joshua pleading his case, claiming he was in the vicinity, but no, that's Rosen. Rosen pleading his case. Not Callie Rosen, what we used to have. He's wearing the A there on the off-center alternate A. It's right here, but it's like you have the 70th patch like right here. I mean, Rochester is like the Rangers when it comes to where they put decals. They put it in weird spots. Bears long shot gets deflected wide of the net. They're in the corner, and we're going to have a penalty. We're going to have a penalty coming up. Oh, hand pass. My bad. Hand pass on the Bears, so face-off's probably going to come out of the zone. And sorry for my rant on goaltenders, everyone. It's just, I hate it when people make stupid, nonsensical comments. Like, people just don't think. Like they look for an easy scapegoat, and they get it. Bears win it, dump the puck in, just trickles in front of Devin, but a little bit, but Rochester gets it. They're going to fling it up the zone. It's like Trent Rehab's able to cut it off a little bit, brings it in, looking for Protoss. Oh, he gets knocked off the puck. Back out to the point, long shot, looking for a slap pass. Trent Rehab couldn't get it. Reverse hit by Trent Rehab, nice by him. Gets it back out to the point to Moogly, long shot by Balpito. Tried to get knocked down. Bears might have something cooking here. Back out. Looking over. Moogly shoots. Scramble around. Oh, Bears player tried to get to it. Rochester's just going to dump that out of the zone, and that's not going to be enough for icing, so they'll get the guys out that they want. Nice job by the Bears. Rochester brings it in. Looking for a crossing feed. They get it. Spinning shot on Clay, and he stops it. Face off to the right of Clay. Bears actually get a win off the face off of rarity. Long shot in on Devin Levi, who's just gonna collect it. And are we gonna have another immediate timeout? Are we gonna? Oh, look, there's the Moose mascot there in Rochester. There he is. 3:29 left to go in the period. Be a power play for the Bears. Power play? Okay. Bears with the 18th ranked power play in the league. It doesn't look like it. So, the Bears' first power play since the first period. Rochester tie up there on the faceoff, scrambling for it. Rochester's going to get it, and they're just going to chip it, but no, the Bears are able to collect it. Rochester has the 19th ranked penalty kill in the league. Don't worry, we'll make them look like the top 10. Protest brings it in. Looking, feeds it up, rolls it on Levi, gets a save, and Rochester just chips it out of the zone. Clay directing traffic. Bears collected, bring it up. First unit's out there. Played up ahead, but Rochester gets it and brings it out of the zone. Told you, our power play is going to make any penalty kill look good. Belpito's trying to bring it up himself, hounded by some Amerks. Bears bring it in. They're going to chip it on up ahead. Looks like Leeson tries to get it. Bears play it up, and it gets out of the zone. 1 minute gone on the power play. I mean, what power play? So Miro, Clark, and Rybinski out there are the forwards. Belpito's probably going to stay in there. Bears are able to get it back out to the point, and Mugli gets it, feeds it to a Bear, shoots, and saved by Devin Levi. It already looks better than the first line. Playing some good Rob Zombie there in Rochester. Rochester and Utica, I will give them credit. They play a lot of arena and stadium rock. Zach just called the Amerks the Phantoms. But that's what happens when you play the Phantoms a lot on the road, especially as of recently. So it's all right, Zach. We'll skip the court-martial this time. Back out to the point. Mugli getting hounded, and it gets knocked away from him. 20 seconds left on the man advantage for whatever that's worth. Bears move up, looking, feeds it, cross ice dump in, and are the Bears going to get to it first? They kind of chip it there. They're going to try and work it off the boards. 3 Amerks there. Bears actually do get it. Fling it across. Matt Strom out there. Rybinski shoots wide of Levi. It's that 47. John McDonald out there, but doesn't matter. Power play's over. Back out to the point for the Amerks. 2-on-3 the other way. Rochester dumps it in. They're going to get the penalty killers off and get the personnel out there they want. Puck played up to Rybinski. Goes off his skate. Stays at the blue line. Amerks looking. Long shot. Stick breaks. So Rochester defender without a stick. Thankfully, he's near the bench to get to it. 3-on-4 the other way for the Bears. Corey Schooneman will just dump the puck in, and the Bears will get some more defensemen out there. Rochester plays it up. They nearly had a guy streaking out there. Rochester Clay there. 38 seconds left in the period. Rochester dumps it in. Goes down around Clay Stevenson. Bears play it. Pushing and shoving. Rimmed around the boards. Bears, you want to get out of the period up 2-0. Chip gets it out to center ice. Rochester in their own zone. They're going to try for one more rush. Corey Schooneman gets it. Out gets out of the zone. Rochester, 10 seconds left in the period. Played comes across center ice. Into the far ice. Looking, tries to center it. Can't. Bears are there. And that's it. And that is it. Get ready for the third period. The score, Hershey 2, Rochester won. So both teams trading goals in the period. Bears still lead by a goal. So not a bad period for the Bears. Great start as the fourth line is getting in on it. And Bears surrender a goal. They surrender a goal, and so, I mean, oh well. You trade goals, you're fine. You are absolutely fine. So, let's take a look at some scores here. Take a look at some. Just get it up here on my phone here real quickly. And in the third, oh my goodness! 7-0 Checkers up on Hartford. 7-0. That's 7. On 18 shots. What the hell's going on there in Hartford? Well, not goaltending, I can tell you that. Jesus. Who the heck's in net? Well, it's Cooper Black for Charlotte. It's Dylan Garant. Goes 11 for 18 in Hartford. That's the guy that beat us. This guy. By the way, Hartford did a 6:30 start here tonight. So, that's how you're supposed to treat a team that's lower than you. 2-1 Cleveland up on Grand Rapids, as Cleveland's put 30 shots on Griffin's goaltender. Looks like 2 of them have gone in. 2-1 Hershey, and like I've said, Colorado and Coachella Valley will be going at it at 6:30 their time out there in the Palm Desert. Bakersfield and Henderson, Abbotsford and Ontario, and Tucson and San Diego, all 7 o'clock West Coast starts. So the Bears won't be back at it again until Friday, and they'll take on Rochester. And they'll take on Rochester. And they'll take on the Amherst again on Friday, and then they'll take on Utica on Saturday before they come back home. They'll play Wilkes on Wednesday. So, still busy times before we head into the All-Star break. And the Bears will get a little bit of a break before they head out on the Canadian road trip, which will be in a few weeks. So, yeah, that's about it. I think the Bears played a decent period. The only real mistake was the one they let the Rochester guy into the slot, and he buried it. It's a nice shot. I mean, what do you want? I know what Bears fans want. They want a perfect shutout by a goaltender. They want him to grow a beard and be from Minnesota. I'm rambling. But we're in the lead. So, gonna take a short break. We'll be right back. I'm gonna put some of this timer up for a little bit. 2-1 Hershey after 2. This is the Bears Amherst live watch along here on the Old City Sports Network. Oh my God. That's the guy who made look like an all-star last week. That was the guy we couldn't beat for 2 games, but Charlotte goes, this is how it's done.
By the way, my namesake scored the goal for Seattle. It's 2-1 New York versus Boston. Montreal, they have a contest for goalie versus Toronto. 3-0. Yeah, one was blue as usual. If I was a betting woman, I would have just bet Montreal every time.
I'm sure he can tell.
Actually, pick one.
Whatever. Pick one.
Yeah. The guys are having a good time. Good.
Good.
Yeah. The one that I was watching in Seattle one is the young shopping.
Oh, him.
Yeah.
I feel like the one more case, make sure I will future calls. Oh, yeah. after a bit of a lengthy intermission there, I just wanted to take some time and I was doing a little crap posting on the fan club page of saying Bears goaltender lets one in. He's a bum. And yeah, the Bears are up 2-1. Must be the goalie. I don't get this fan base. I really don't. I don't. Ugh. Anyway, 20 of you joining me so far. Thank you very much. Thank you very much, 2 of you joining me. So I know I'm not getting a lot of comments on here, and that's honestly fine. I mean, I'm not too hung up on any of the. Not really too hung up on the numbers or anything. I was just hoping that at least my camera and my mic sounds decent, and it seems like it is. So we're good. We're good so far. 2-1 Hershey after the second. Justin Nockbar getting the goal. Justin Nockbar getting the goal for the Bears in this period, and for Rochester, Anton Wahlberg getting the goal at 6:55. Getting the goal at 6:55. So again, both teams trade goals. Rochester leads 16-15 on shots. So pretty evenly paced game. I mean, given all things considered. I think the Bears played good that period. It's a pretty even Stevens period, in my opinion. Nothing was terrible except for the one Rochester player getting in the slot, and he buried his shot. What more do you want? They from the goaltender. Just a really good corner pick. But what do I know? So I don't know when the next time I'm going to have a live stream going. I don't know. Just depends on what my work schedule can dictate. Because I work weekends, 3 on, 4 off. It's a living. And, it's 3 12-hour shifts. I don't mind it. I don't. Because I'm literally right down the road from Hershey. And I just got to bide my time, wait for a first shift thing to open, and then just eventually getting there. So that's my goal. And I'd love to do more of this for like a living, but that's just me. So I'm also got to get a fan-sided article out because I'm really running out of time to do one on it. So just waiting on the second period to start up. So wait. No, that was a previous penalty. It's a previous penalty. I thought there was one that was called at the end of the period that I'd seen here on my phone. So somehow I got 24 of you watching so far on this. So we're just waiting to get Rochester. We're going to try and get things back up and running here with Rochester here shortly. Sorry, just killing time here. Wrestlers Are Us reposting the stream. Awesome. Thank you so much to them. Thank you so much to them. Yep. Wrestling Are Us podcast. I know not a lot of you are wrestlers that watch this. I actually did do a wrestling video earlier today, my Royal Rumble predictions. I did. I don't do a lot of wrestling videos, at least not during the hockey season. I do the Survivor Series, Royal Rumble, WrestleMania, and then once hockey truly ends, and I don't do a lot of Pittsburgh Penguins videos anymore. Shut up. And once the hockey content starts to slow down, that's when I start doing more videos, like during the summer. So that way my channel stays active. So we're about ready to get back at it here in the third period. Also, any Bears fans locally watching, please try to stay warm. It is stupidly cold back here. It is just ridiculous. I mean, I'm quite ready for summer. I mean, I'll take a thaw at this point. I'll take 31 during the day at this point, which it might not even get to that. And it doesn't surprise me that we had a cold winter because we had a cold second half of fall. Like ever since Thanksgiving, it's just been cold. It just seems like that's been the general vibe here in the state. So I mean, hopefully it doesn't carry too much into the springtime. But all those snow piles we see here in PA, they ain't going anywhere for a while. I think the giant near us has like 15 feet high snow piles from this past storm. So we're going to get back at it soon here in the third period. 20 minutes left to go. 20 minutes on the board. Just got to hold it. Got to stick them. Just got to stay with them. That's all we got to do. 24 of you watching. Thank you so much. So we head into the third period. Fourth line out there for the Bears. Dalton Smith, Justin Knockbar, and Matt Strome, I think. Grant Cruikshank. Fourth line out there for the Bears to start the period. They've had the juju working tonight. 20 minutes on the board. Puck drop there on the red, white, and blue logo. And we're back at it here in the third period. Puck gets smacked in. Levi stops it, leaves it for an Amherst who tries to work around. Dalton Smith tried to break it up, but Rochester brings it out and throws it into the Bears zone. Zach saying that the Bears striped throwback that they're wearing, more of the throwback season, the 90th anniversary season that the league's having this year. 10 more years will be the 100th anniversary. Huzzah. And I think it's like 12 years until the Bears have their own 100th anniversary. So if this holds and Clay plays tonight, I would imagine he goes on Friday. Power shot by Rochester, but knocked down. Bears are able to get it out of the zone. Played up ahead, and Miro just couldn't get to it. Bears bring Rochester able, and Rybinski gets hit hard. Long shot. Balpito fumbled a bit, and then they score! A fumbled puck by Levi's, cleaned up by Rybinski. Off his back and on the board. what you want. That's what you need. Levi didn't have it. I mean, he just, I got it. Pfft, I ain't got it. Henrik Rybinski, the third line, and sit there and look miserable, Hammers. It just sat there. Levi did not have it, and Rybinski just slapped it into the net. So Henrik Rybinski puts the Bears up 3-1. 3-1 in the period. That's exactly what you want. That's what you got to do. You get the goal back. You establish the 2-goal lead. And as we say, the net, as Steve Dangle would say, go to the net. That's what you got to do. Go to the net. So Bears are up 3-1. Bears are up 3-1 on Rochester. That's exactly what you want. That's what you freaking need. Rybinski's fifth of the season. Rochester gets it. All right, you can't get this back, boys. You cannot make this a 1-goal game once again. If this can be a defensive team, you got to show it. Long shot fought off by Clay Stevenson. Rebound popped out beside him, but the Bears are able to get it out of the zone. Rochester collects it, plays it up. Shots are even at 17 all for the Bears. Reverse waves back up along the boards. Held off by Hofer. That's Hofer. I haven't had to say his name a lot tonight. Gets knocked back the other way. Hofer on the third line tonight, I believe. Chipped up, and that's going to be icing on the Bears, and it is back the other way. 17:30 to go. 3-1 Hershey. Henrik Rybinski, Johnny on the spot for the Bears. So also this weekend, Penn State hockey having their outdoor game this weekend up there at State College at Old Beaver Stadium. And I think they're playing Michigan State on Saturday. And good on them. Good on them. Like, I like the college hockey. I've been to Penn State once that's for a women's one. But Pagulia's a nice arena. It is. Terry Pagulia's a bit of a schmuck, but the arena's nice. It really is. It is. Rochester coming in, shot way up and wide. And it looks like up and out of play for Rochester. 17-11 to go here in the third period. Yeah, not a lot of people here in Rochester. And the annual airing of the grievances have started with the Bears. They've gotten their season ticket holder stuff. And a lot of people like, oh, my seat's gone up. Everything's gone up. Blah, blah, blah. Yeah, I know. But hey, all that branding and your inflatable Cocos and all your new stuff, that ain't going to pay for itself. Back to the action. Rochester has the puck out of the zone. The Bears trying to work back into the Rochester zone. Rochester dumps it into the Bears zone, collected by Hershey. Hershey's able to get it out of the zone, plays it up, but Rochester gets it center ice. But the Bears are able to, and that is Hofer knocking down his own guy. Rochester brings it in, 1-on-1, slight 1-on-2, shot fought off by Clay Stevenson. And that was nothing that turned into something for Rochester. Rochester gets it back out the points. Looking low. Rister on Clay. Scramble and goes wide of Clay Stevenson. Rochester has up near the boards. They're going to try and fling it around. Knocked off on an Amrick. Gets back to the boards. Rochester plays it off the board. Shot fought off by Clay. Bears get it, and they're just going to do a dump out. And they're going to get a line change. So They survive that flurry from Rochester. Puck gets dumped back in. Belpedo plays it up. Good pass by him. Good breakout by the Bears, but Rochester's right there at center ice. Gets played up. Rochester brings it into the circles, over to the far boards. Back out to the point. Low shot collected by Clay Stevenson. What a bum save out of him. Oh, he sucks. No, I'm not bitter in any way. I had one friend that watches Paul, Paul Rebello on my one feed. If goalie haters could read that, they'd be so offended right now. It's the old King of the Hill meme. If those kids could read that sign, they'd be very upset by now. Beautiful. Beautiful. No, Flow Hockey, I do not want to work at a Taco Bell. Want to work somewhere with delicious food and great people? No, and none of those things exist at a Taco Bell. Rochester tries to bring it on the far boards. Bears get it played up, but kept in by Rochester. That wasn't a hand pass, apparently. Rochester gets it, flings it around behind the net, works it back out to the point, but deflected off a skate and out of the zone. Rochester really pressuring. Bears break up at center ice, but just couldn't get to it. That might have been a good break for the Bears if that had gotten through. Rochester's the puck in their zone. They played up. 15 minutes to go here in the third period. You survive these 5 minutes, you got to try and break it down into media breaks. And I don't know what Rochester's like, but I do not put it by any team, especially with the Bears and what I saw last weekend. This weekend can get 2 quick goals on the board. Rochester trying to work it off the near boards. Bears battling there along the boards. Stuff like this is going to test that third line in this defensive core. Bears going to try and play it up. Tries to do a crossing feed, can't, and move. That's Trenriev. Gets it into the zone. Cristall trying to slow it down. Here comes Protas. Plays it down low to Trenriev. To Cristall, who gets back out to the point and looks. Throws it. Belpedo to John McDonald, who shoots. Gets fought away. Cross over to Andrew Cristall. Trying to look. Rims one down around the boards. Rochester's going to get it. They're going to battle for it there in the corners. Bears come with it. Cristall gets it. Loses it. Out in front, but nobody home. Rochester gets it. And they're just going to dump it in the zone. Good job by the Bears in that first line, getting some offensive zone time. Rochester gets along the near boards, back out to the point. Power shot fought off by Clay Stevenson. Along the near boards. The second line's out there with Graham Clark and company. Protas out there. Bit of a mismatch up there right now. Out to the point. Looking. Shoots. Blocked aside by the Bears. Rochester has it. They're going to feed around the far boards. Bears could use a clear or a whistle right now. And try and chip it out of the zone. Rochester keeps it in. Throws it down and around. McDonald, he's going to get to it. He should have time to clear it. Plays it back behind boards. Rochester really bringing in the forecheck here. Really pressuring the Bears here in the third. And now it looks like they're going to get some personnel off that they really need to get. Graham Clark gets in. They're able to get the puck to the point. Long shot bounces wide of Rochester goaltender. It's a 3-on-2 the other way for Rochester. Rochester crossing feed broken up by the Bears. Nicely done. That was meant for Wahlberg, but Rochester still has it. Throws it around down low. Wrap around feed and nearly got to an Emmerich in front and is chipped out of the zone. And that's gonna be icing. 12:28 to go here in the third period. $12:23 to go. It is going to be interesting. Bears are able to get through. Just get the puck out of the zone, trying to get some personnel change. Rochester plays it up ahead. They deflected it in, so no icing. Played around the boards. 3 Amerks there to collect it. Rochester brings it around, looking back out to the point. Long shot, knocked down. Gets behind the net. Dalton Smith, fourth line out. Bit of a hybrid third and fourth line out there for the Bears right now. Rochester at the blue line. Brings it to the circles, trying to look for something. Shoots. Gobbled up by Clay Stevenson. 11:52 to go in the period. 11:52 to go. So it looks like they're taking their first media timeout here in Rochester. 11:52 to go. So we got to the first media timeout, and you held the line, which is good. You got a goal. You survived the onslaught. There's going to be a lot more where that came from. Running some commercials out there in Rochester right now. All right. 11:52 to go here in the third period. 23 of you watching me right now. Very appreciative. Very thank you for it. It's all on X right now. So let me see if I can bring it up here. Rybinski gets the goal. Don't know who got the assist. Bears win the faceoff and chip the puck, and Rochester keeps it in for a moment, but it looks like offsides. So Rybinski gets the goal. Brett Leeson gets his 11th assist, and Louis Balpito gets his 17th assist. So 3-1 Hershey. Rochester leading 5-4 on shots here in the third period. Rochester rims around the boards. Bears try to sling up the boards, but gets knocked down by Rochester, and they bobble the puck at the blue line, and it goes out of the zone. I am not saying the Bears are sitting on this lead, as they are not. And it looks like, are we going to get... And looks like offsides or something, or hand pass. Rochester wins the draw. Take it back. Why is it? Okay, we're back. We're fine. Screen went blank for a second. About 11 minutes to go here in the third. Puck in the Bears zone. Trying to work the puck out. Bears trying to get the puck ahead. Rochester really hounding on the forecheck there. Rochester plays it back up. They're going to get the puck in the Bears zone, and that's out of play. Not delay a game, but it should come out of the zone. Face off to the left of Clay Stevenson. Rochester wins it. Gets it back out to the point. Long shot, knocked down in front. Lots of bodies. Miro gives the puck away. Please don't give me more ammunition against the guy. I don't want. Guy Rochester gets it. Bears working around. Rochester tries to throw one in front. Broken up by the Bears. Rochester gets in the slot. Shoots up in the air. Goes behind the net. Rochester's getting it along the far board. It's going to try and spin it around the other way. Bears try to get out of the zone. Hershey working behind the net. Rochester getting to it. The puck battles are getting a little harder. Shot knocked down by Clay, poking and jabbing. And here comes some Bears to defend their goaltender. That is John McDonald and Wayu defending Clay as Kuntar took an extra jab too much. 10:04 to go here in the third period. 10:04. Bears up by 2. 3-1. Face off to the right of Clay Stevenson. Shots are 22-19 Rochester. Bears win the draw. They try to get it back to Corey Schoeneman's there. They're going to work it on the boards, try to get it out. Credit to Rochester. They are just all over Hershey. Any clearing attempt they get. Bears get it. It gets out to the point, but Rochester's able to keep it. They try to, but they get the puck out of the zone. Bears get it. Actually have possession. Bring the puck into the Rochester zone. Bears fling it down and around, but two Rochester players are there behind the net. They play it along the boards. Clark gets it, but Bears get it. Long shot. Levi fought it off. Graham Clark gets it. Tries to play it up, but it rolled off his stick. Gets worked down to the far corner. Play surround to Kuntar. Brings it up. Rochester 2-on-3 the other way. Whiffs on the dump-in attempt. And it's offsides. 9:12 to go in the third period. And it looks like it's going to be a face-off. And yeah, that's going to be another. It's going to be another media timeout. Bears holding on to a 2-goal lead. 3-1 Rochester. The 3-1 Hershey. Bears social media actually showing Grant Cruikshank getting his 4th shorthanded goal of the year. And yes, that does lead the league. So I was right. Grant Cruikshank does lead the league. Lead the league with 4 shorthanded goals. So Hershey's still up 3-1. Shots, I think, are even in the period so far. It should pretty much be even, despite Rochester having a lot of end zone time. But that's to be expected. That is to be expected. According to AHL.com, shots are 6-5 Rochester. Sure as heck don't feel like it. All right, we're back to the action. Puck gets worked out of the zone, and that's not icing on the Bears. They will take it. Keeps the clock running. Rochester has the puck. They move it up ahead into the Bears zone. Bears are able to get it, chip the puck back out, and they're able to collect it. 2-on-2 the other way with Chris Dahl. Going back to Chris Dahl, who shoots! Rebound! Oh, stacked the pad by Devin Levi. If a Bear gets that puck, that's in the net. Devin Levi going old style. The old Marty Brodeur style. style on that. Sure. And this kid was supposed to be the next big product giveaway by the Bears. Shot. Scramble in front. The Bears are able to get it. Just chip it out of the zone. I mean, there's no way Levi goes on Wednesday. Not after this. I mean, he wasn't terrible, but he hasn't looked great either. Puck gets deflected into the Bears zone. Bears are able to collect it and work it out. Chip the puck out of the zone. It's going to be a foot race, but it goes out of play. And the Bears have looked a little bit better the past minute or two, getting past this aggressive forecheck of the Rochester Americans. Puck's going to stay in the zone, stay in the Bears zone. 6:50 left to go in the period. And yeah, I can't. Crystal with a great feed. Back to Crystal, who, that was iron. That was, according to Zach, that was a ping. And Zach's right. That's old school Marty Biron style. Stacking the pads. You don't see that anymore. Back out to the point for Rochester. Crosses over to Indeed. Shot almost deflected. Clay couldn't get to it. Scramble in front, and Clay has it. That could have gone worse. That could have gone worse for Clay. There's a shot in. It got knocked down, and the puck very slowly was getting to Clay Stevenson, but he collects it. And some Rochester player just got decked by Dalton Smith at the whistle. 7:23 to go here in the third period. 3-1 Hershey. Shots 21-24. Bears win the draw. They get it. They're going to just bounce and dribble the puck outside the zone. It's not exactly a full-blown dump-out policy, but hand pass on the Bears. When you get into this point, you're going to see a lot more dump-outs and a lot more dribble-outs, and hope that a bouncing puck goes your way. Just checking on some scores here. Bears are able to get it. They get the puck in the zone. But gets dribbled back out. They're going to try and dump the puck back in. 7 minutes to go here in the third period. Rochester collects it, feeds it up the ice, leading the rush. They're going to get a lot. It's only going to get worse from here on out in terms of all the rushes. The Bears have weathered the storm so far. No pun intended. Bears dumps a guy along the boards. Fans want to call there along the boards. All 9 of them. Pushing and shoving, and ref blows the play dead. We're going to have a face-off to the right of Clay Stevenson. Shots are now 8-6 Rochester. 6:33 to go. Well, Hartford broke the shutout streak of Cooper Black, and it was 7-1. Charlotte wins 7-1. It's a shame. Rochester keeps the puck, but it gets knocked out of the zone. Rochester has it back in their own zone. They're gonna get a lot more active as we go along. Puck dumped into the Bears zone. Protoss has it, chips it, along the boards. Bears trying to battle it out of the zone, and it is. Now what? A high stick on Ryan Hofer is going off for a high stick. So Puck battle turns into a high stick. And all right. This is where you earn your money. 6:06 to go in the third. Power play for Rochester. Grant Cruikshank out there. Matt Strome's able to get it, nudge the puck out of the zone. Out of the zone. Hofer off 2 minutes for high sticking. No blood. Looks like you have McDonald, Strome, Belpedo, and Cruikshank out there. Rochester has it. Back out to the point. Amherst looking over to the top of the circle. Cross feed. Deflected, up and out of play. Good stick there by the Bears to deflect it. Puck's going to stay in the zone. Ugh. 5:37 to go here in the third period. Put your hand down. Fiddler going to take the face off. Rybinski wins it. Looks like Mugli whips it around the boards and down it goes. Levi collects it. And Rochester will start once again. I'm going to bring the puck up. Puck into the zone. Feeds it. Gets the puck back. Bounces it off the boards to the far boards. Gets along the corner. Rims it around to the boards. Gets rimmed around the boards yet again. Bears slow it up. Get it. Knock it out of the zone. 5 minutes to go here in the third period. Stretch ice pass. Feeds up. It's up to Rochester. They get in the zone. They set up at the point. Bears are pointing towards something. Didn't get it. Bears get to the puck there on the far boards. Going to try and work at it to work the out of the zone. They are. It gets out and into Rochester zone. I don't know what the Bears are putting their hands up for. Maybe they thought it was an offsides that wasn't called. I don't know. 30 seconds left on the power play for the Amherst. They bring the puck in, bobbled a bit there at the blue line. Rochester still brings it in. They're along the goal line, looking, gets around. It's around net, back out to the point, to the near point. 3 up high for Rochester. Rochester flings it over to the far boards, looking, deking, back out to the point. Got to the point, switch places at the point. Again, Rochester 3 high with an umbrella set up. Rochester shoots, blocked down by the Bears. And that'll do it for the Rochester power play. Bears bring it out of the zone. 2-on-2 the other way. Matt Strome leads it off. Crossing feed, and no, that was Hofer joining in, trying to get a feed to him. Shot in on Clay, knocked aside by the Bears, and it's out of the zone. The Bears are going to feed it up. It's a 2-on-1. Rybinski, feed over, spinning backhand, can't get it to him. If nothing else, it just gets the puck there. Giveaway by the Bears. Clay slaps it back up. Bears bring it out of the zone. Good job by the Bears so far, not allowing Rochester to even have the puck or get set up. 3:20 left to go in the third period. Where the heck was this during the homestand? Rochester brings it up into the zone. Gets dumped in. Mugli gets it. He's going to bring it out of the zone. 3 minutes left to go in the game. Bears still up 2. Dumped in back behind the net. Rochester gets it. They're going to play it up. They were looking for a stretch pass, but couldn't get it. First line out there for the Bears right now. Clay stops the puck. Protas brings it out from the net, plays it up to the wing, but it just gets out of the zone. Rochester brings it in. Wahlberg gets it. The Bears are able to keep it in. And Levi still out there. Bears pressuring. They want to keep Levi out there as much as they can. They break up an entry feed. Good job by the Bears. Just keep at it. Not letting Rochester get set up or anything. And Bears feed it up. Crystal knocks it in on Levi. 2 minutes left to go here in the game. Again, where the heck was this last weekend? And no icing, but Rochester gets a change. Clock keeps running. I'm fine with that. Bear leads it in. Bears played up the ice, gets deflected in. No icing there on the call. Matt Strome playing in on the forecheck. 100 seconds left in the game. Bears up by 2. Devin Levi's got to be following them off the ice here soon. Rochester gets the puck in. Shot in on Clay. Fought aside. Belpedo plays it up on the boards. Bears play it, and it just clatters out of the zone. Levi's out of the net. 80 seconds to go. 6 on 5 for Rochester. Gets dumped in. Clay, don't do it. Works out to the boards. Bears working along the boards. Just fighting and scrapping. Back out to the point for Rochester. Rochester looking. There to the circles. Back out to the point. Over. Looking. Bears just giving them the point in the perimeter. Antoine shot. Knocked away by the Bears, and it's out of the zone. Clock keeps running. Tick, 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 tick. Rochester just has it there in center ice. They're trying to get the personnel on. Bears, forecheck, keeping them off their game. Keep that clock running. Rochester, spinning around in their own zone, comes through neutral ice, brings the puck in. A lot of time killed by the Bears. Rochester, shot, blocked down by the Bears. Over to the corner. 25 seconds left. Rochester, wrister, fought off by Clay Stevenson. Bears get it to the boards. Rochester scramble for it. 20 seconds left. Rochester rims it around the boards. To the far boards. Back out to the point. Long shot. Knocked down. Scramble in front. Doesn't go in. Bears back out to the point. The countdown's on. Looking. And that's the end of the game. Good morning, good afternoon, and good night, Rochester. And Rochester's arguing something. Doesn't matter. Game's over. Bears win it. 3-1 the final. Whew. Bears win. Yes. And I get my first win on a live stream. Yes. Wow. What a job by the boys. What a great job by them. Unreal. I mean, isn't it amazing what this team can do when it plays for 60 minutes? Just to get something in here. What a great job out of the Bears. What a great win on them. Great job by them. A full 60-minute game out of them. Well, yeah. Three stars they're getting out there. Clay Stevenson getting one of the stars out there. He's 3 stars. 3 stars. Anton Wahlberg for Rochester. John McDonald for the Bears, 2 assists. And Clay Stevenson, 27 for 28. Is that a bum performance? Anyway, great job out of the boys. This is what you needed. This is absolutely what you needed for the Bears. Rochester outshot them 12-6 there in the third period. but those last 5 minutes, I should say those last 3 minutes, I mean, was just unfreaking real of how the Bears just got things out, just got shots out of the zone, kept the puck moving, kept everything moving, and it was just, I mean, I what a complete effort out of the Bears. What a great complete effort. The Bears broadcast is having a different, they have different 3 stars than what's done. Zach was saying that on the lineup, but that'll move the Bears to 2-0 against the Amherst this season. So a great gutsy call, a great gutsy game out of all of them. The Bears, getting a goal to start the period. Henrik Rybinski getting that. But the shorthanded goal set the stage for the Bears. The shorthanded goal set the stage. And then the one to start the period, Nacho getting the one that just went up and over the shoulder of Devin Levi. Yeah, the Bears gave up one, but sure, the Bears gave up one, but I mean, in my opinion, not that big of a deal. The Bears held down defensively, and that was pretty much it. So, great job out of the guys. There's really not much left for me to say. I mean, it's a great complete game. I mean, I don't know what I really need to say. More of this, please. More of this, please. Yeah, other Bears fans saying on here, what was the flapping about? Sounds like they were getting crushed. I mean, they weren't. I mean, they played a really good game. So, I don't have very many comments left. I'm going to shut this down. So, thank you to everyone who's tuned in. Thank you to everyone on X. X was the one where I got most of the streams out of it. So, I don't know. We'll keep tweaking this and working on it throughout the season. But to end this, I'm going to quote a former Phantoms announcer. So to all of you, good night and good hockey.